In a week. What is going on? I am being very consistent, but I thought I would film today's video because I am working from home, so I have a little bit more time when it comes to prepping my food and just explaining what I'm having and why. So I thought we would do an old school what I eat in a day. So I'm going to start my day. I've had my iron. I have the iron sachets with vitamin C, and I always mix it with a little bit of freshly squeezed orange for added vitamin C, just because apparently iron can absorb faster. And then I leave it an hour so that it can absorb into my body, and then I have a coffee, because apparently if you have iron and then you drink coffee or caffeine like matcha, anything like that, it can basically stop your body absorbing the iron. So I always leave it about an hour just so it's kind of digested in my body. But yes, I'm just having my first coffee of the day, and I thought we could have just a quick catch up on what I'm actually doing at the moment, because I feel like it's been a long time. So let's sit down and talk about it. So it has been quite a while since I did my last what I eat in a day video. Kind of the same. So I have still been in a very loose calorie deficit for the last 6-7 months, I would say. I've kind of just stayed around the same weight. I was eating the same calories that I did at the beginning of my journey, and then in January this year I thought, right, I just want to get to a certain like place in my head, how I look, how I feel, and then I'll be happy. I mean, I'm happy as I am now. I'd like to maybe tone up a bit, but other than that, I've kept the weight off from when I lost like the 4 stone. So that is an achievement in itself, and I've definitely started doing more exercise, which is good because it definitely makes me feel better. But I have quite a few holidays approaching, so I have like 3 abroad holidays coming up, and obviously when it gets to summer you kind of want to feel your best. So since January I just dropped my calories slightly because I felt like I was at maintenance calories now for my weight. So I've dropped them down just by 100 calories, and I definitely feel like when I stick to it and I'm in that mode, it definitely helps. On gym days sometimes I will be a lot hungrier, so I will go a little bit over them calories if it's by 50 or 100, so I'm still kind of in between weight loss and maintenance. So I don't put loads of pressure on myself because I find it unenjoyable then, but I still want to make sure that I'm progressing. So yes, that's kind of where I'm at. The other thing, I've definitely been focusing more on eating whole foods. I found through my weight loss journey I was still eating a lot of convenience foods, meals, and just eating quite a lot of processed food still. And I love processed food. Give me a chicken nugget, give me waffles, give me chips, give me 90s UK dinner or tea, and I will thrive. But obviously it's not great for you, and it definitely, when I eat them a lot, which I have, I feel quite drained in energy and I'm always a lot more hungry. So I've been focusing on trying to pick whole foods where I can. Obviously it's difficult sometimes, especially when you work from the office. Sometimes you're going to eat processed, but that's fine. I'm just trying to be mindful of it. Eat lots more fruits, veggies, all that kind of stuff. Eat some fish every week. But yes, I thought we could, because I'm from home today, I can eat what I would typically like to eat or would typically prep for my lunches. And obviously it'll look a bit better than it being in a Tupperware at work. So yes, that's where we are at, and I thought I'd bring you along with me, mainly because I started my channel as just solely weight loss. Now it's kind of a mix of everything. I want to have this side of it where I am talking about weight loss, fitness, exercise, eating, but I also want it to be my life as well, because like I said on my first video back, I don't want weight loss to be my personality, and I'm kind of not striving for that. I'd like to lose a few pounds, don't get me wrong, just so I feel my best, but I'm not really focusing on the scale. I just want to feel good in summer, in clothes, in things that may be a little bit adventurous for me. So yes, I'm going to drink my first coffee and then I'm going to start working for the day, because it's just gone 8 o'clock, so I better log on, and then we will see what food I eat today. And yeah, I hope you know. It's 9:30 and I am just making myself another coffee. I actually do have breakfast, but when I work from home I kind of stay in my routine that I have at work, so I don't eat breakfast in work until about 10:30, and I usually have some yogurt and honey and fruit. But when I work from home, I kind of just see, I've just spilled coffee everywhere. I kind of just see how I'm feeling, because obviously I'm not moving around as much as I would if I was at work, and I'm not up as early as I normally am, so that kind of factors into whether I'm hungry enough to eat, and if not, then I usually just tend to have a bit of a bigger lunch. So we will see how we feel over the morning. Like I said, I'm just making a coffee, and I've drank about half a Stanley so far, so water's on point, coffee is in full flow, and yeah, I'm just working. But I wanted to say as well, obviously this morning I mentioned that I am still calorie counting, which yes, I have done for like 4 years now, which is a lot. I do have breaks in between, so sometimes I will go maybe a month without calorie counting, just to kind of reset and get myself back into it. But my main term goal is to just completely come away from calorie counting altogether. But I have tried it a couple of times, and it is very hard when you kind of have, for all of your life, and I'm not even joking when I say this, probably since I was about the age of 13, I have been dieting, which is just ridiculous, and I would never want anyone else to have to go through that, because when you're a kid, you don't need people telling you that you should be on a diet. You don't need any of that, because it really does mess with how in tune you are with your body, and it kind of just carries on through adult life. But I promised myself that I will this year come away from calorie counting, and I am slowly doing it. Like I said, the next couple of weeks, just because I'm going on holiday, I just wanted to get back to like my happy place. Like I said, I've put on a few pounds, which is absolutely fine, but I just like to get to that happy place first, and then I think it will be a case of slowly moving away from calories. And I have been reading up on the best way to do it, and it does say to maybe stop counting your calories in certain foods, so things like, you know, your veg, your fruit, your dairy, kind of learning how to portion them, and then maybe just weigh in like your protein and things to make sure you're getting enough, and obviously carbs. So I think I'm just going to do it in sections, but I will do a video about that, because obviously at this moment in time I am calorie counting while I'm just on the run up to summer. But yes, it'll definitely be something that I talk about on here, because honestly when I've tried it in the past I've really struggled. I just find it so hard to get out of that mindset of, if I don't count calories, if I don't be on a diet, I'm going to put on weight, when I know that isn't the case, because I have had months where I've not counted calories and I have maintained my weight. But it's just getting it out of here and actually doing something about it. It's a process, but we will get there one day, and yes, we shall see. But anyway, I'm just going to have my second coffee of the day. The dog's just about to eat her food now. I've just put it out for her. I'm going to get back to work, and then in about an hour I will see if I'm hungry enough for breakfast. If not, I might just have a banana or something like that, so we shall see. actually 11 o'clock. I've had my break a little bit later at work, but I've got 0% Greek yogurt, 7 grams of honey, and then some banana and raspberry. So I'm just going to eat this now, and this will fill me up until lunchtime. I wasn't actually that hungry today, but I just know that if I don't eat anything, it's going to get to like 12 o'clock and I'm going to be starving, and I don't usually have my dinner till about 1:30. So I thought I would just fill myself up on something low calorie and healthy, and yeah. Time, and I could not for the life of me decide what I actually wanted today, because I'm hungry but I'm feeling a few different things. So I have gone for 2 options and just put them together basically. So I really wanted pizza bagel, but I had no bagels, so I've done half a slice of sourdough with, I made it into like a little pizza, and then I've done 2 eggs on the other half of sourdough with some cheese and ketchup. So yes, I'm having both the things that I fancied. I think it's about 25 grams of protein and about 450 calories. So I'll enjoy this. It should keep me full all day, and I just love a bit of sourdough. Cheers. I'm going to enjoy this and then go for a walk with Maggie, and then back to work for the afternoon, and then I'm sure I'll have an afternoon snack at some point. It is 20 to 3. I've been working, I've been drinking lots of water. I am on my 2nd Stanley, so what are they, like 700ml, so that's good. And I'm having my afternoon coffee, my favourite. I honestly, I know people say like for health benefits, and it's scientifically proven not to have coffee on an empty stomach. I have 2 on an empty stomach before my breakfast, and not to drink so many coffees in the day. But honestly, I feel like I would be miserable if I didn't drink coffee every day. Like, I'm not even joking. Coffee is the one thing, especially in the working week, that makes me happy. It boosts my mood, it gives me that little bit of dopamine. Like when you go shopping and you buy stuff and you get that instant dopamine, that's what it does for me. And I just can't give it up. I don't smoke, rarely drink, don't do anything bad. So if I want to have a couple of coffees, a coffee before I've eaten anything, a coffee after 4 o'clock when I'm not going to sleep, I will drink my coffee, because honestly, it is that little bit of happiness and joy in my life. So I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm also going to enjoy it with an afternoon snack of party rings. Now, I know I said about whole foods, but I normally take the 80-20 approach, so 80% of my meals will be like whole foods. So obviously I've had like my fruit and yogurt this morning, and then I've had sourdough, eggs, cheese, so obviously they're all kind of whole foods. And then tea will also be everything on the plate tonight will be whole foods, and then I usually have a brew and a snack at night, so it is like an 80-20 approach. I can't give up things that I love. I'm going to eat them in moderation. This isn't going to stop my progress and make me really unhealthy just because it's a little bit of a processed food, and I love them. They get me through the day, so I'm going to go and enjoy. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Do you want a treat? Who wants a treat? Let me go and get you one then, stay there. I suppose I can't have an afternoon snack if Maggie isn't having an afternoon snack, because she deserves it. She's been a good, except from that barking there, she's been a good girl today, so she can have 2 treats. Give them to her. I'll try and get a little trick on camera. So tired, but I thought I would just finish the video. So as you saw, I made my favourite current meal for tea, which is sweet potatoes roasted in olive oil, salt and pepper, with hot honey, sriracha, beef mince, cottage cheese and roasted red peppers with a bit of melted cheese in them that I just throw in the oven. They literally take like 10 minutes. And it just really fills me up. It really is one of my favourites at the minute. So I had that, and then I had a bath, washed my hair, just leaving it to air dry now. And I'm going to get in bed, read my Kindle. I've had a brew and some dark chocolate as well. I love having 2 squares of dark chocolate with a brew about 2 hours before bed. It's a nice little sweet treat, and it just kind of keeps me having that little sugar fix, so that was really nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna go get in bed, read my Kindle, drink my water. I didn't actually end up going to the gym tonight. I had all intentions because I've not been for like 4 days, but if I'm being deadly honest, it is the week before that time of the month, and I am just drained. I've not slept well the last couple of nights, and the early mornings and then getting home after work are just killing me at the minute because I'm just lacking energy. And yeah, the girls that get it. But an hour reading in bed, and then I'm going to try and have an early night and try and just switch off. So that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I actually really enjoyed videoing what I eat in a day today. I feel like I've not done one for ages, so that was fun, and it's just a nice little midweek video. But yes, I am going away this weekend, so I'm gonna try and video what I can on my birthday and our spa weekend. And yes, I will see you in the next.